Today we're going to be looking at the distributive property and combining like terms. So let's take a look at the distributive property. To distribute, you're going to multiply the number or variable or any value that's on the outside of the parentheses into everything on the inside. So here, just for a generic, we're going to take A and multiply it by B. And then since it's addition, we're going to take it and add it to A times C. So let's look at some problems. The first one, we have -5 times 5x plus 7. We're going to take -5 and multiply it to everything on the inside. So -5 times 5x is -25x, and then -5 times 7 is a -35. And then the same thing for this next problem. 4 times 2x plus 3y plus 10. And take 4 and multiply it by 2x, and we get an 8x. Then 4 times 3y, which is positive 12y. And then 4 times 10, which is a positive 40. The next problem, 4 times 2x plus 6. We're going to distribute the 4 into everything on the inside. So 4 times 2x gives us 8x. 4 times 6 gives us a positive 24. The last problem here, we're going to take -3, multiply everything on the inside. So -3 times x is -3x. -3 times positive y gives us -3y. And -3 times positive 5 gives us a -15. Now, what if the inside of a parenthesis is negative? It's going to be the same thing, but we're going to be subtracting. So A multiplied by B is AB. A multiplied by -C gives us minus AC. The same process. So 6 times 5x gives us a 30x. And then 6 times -7 is -42. The next problem, taking -2 into everything in the parentheses. So -2 times 2x is -4x. -2 times -3y. Negative and negative make a positive. 2 times 3 is 6. Bring the y. Then -2 times -10. Negative and negative make a positive. 20. The next problem, we're taking 4 and multiplying everything inside the parenthesis. 4 times 2x gives you an 8x. 4 times -6 is -24. The last problem here, we're taking -3 to everything inside. So -3 times x, -3x. -3 times -y is a positive 3y. Oops. -3 times -5 is a positive 15. This last set here, what we're distributing is on the other side of the parenthesis. But we do it the same exact way. So the number attached to the parenthesis is on the right side, which is 3. And we're going to take 3 into everything on the inside of the parenthesis. So 3 times 5x is 15. x, and then 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. Same thing for this problem. We're taking the 7 into everything on the inside. So 7 times 2x is 14x. Then 7 times 3y is positive 21y. And then 7 times negative 10 is negative 70. This problem here, we're taking 4 into everything on the inside. So 4 times 2x is 8x. Then 4 times 6 is a positive 24. And then the last problem here, taking 3 to everything on the inside. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative y is negative 3y. And 3 times negative 15 is 3 times negative 5 gives us negative 15. Now we have a couple word problems here. A family of 3 each buys 2 oranges x and 5 apples y. So there's a family of 3 and each of them is going to be buying these oranges and apples. So we have 2 over oranges, so 2x, and our 5 apples y. Since everybody's buying it, it's all going to be multiplied by 3. Do this the same way, we're going to distribute. So 3 times 2x gives us 6x. And then 3 times 5y gives us 15y. And then at a party, each person takes 2 slices of pizza P and 3 pieces of candy C. There are 10 people. So we have 2 pizzas, so 2P, and 3 candy, so 3C. And there's 10 people. So we're going to take that and multiply it by 10. We're going to simplify this the same exact way. Take 10 and distribute it in. So 10 times 2P is 20P. And then 10 times 3C gives us 30C. So that is how we distribute. Now we need to take a look at combining like terms. So we have some definitions to look at. So the terms of an expression are the parts to be added or subtracted. Like terms are terms that contain the same variables raised to the same power. So this is important. It has to have the same power, the same exponent to be our like terms. So here we have like terms. Our 4x and our 3x, they both have an x, so these are considered like terms. The 2 is not a like term to this. The 2, since it has no variable with it, we call a constant. So a coefficient is a number multiplied by a variable. Like terms can have different coefficients. So here we have a 4 and a 3. The 4 and the 3 are coefficients, along with the 1 and the 3 here. If a variable is written without a coefficient, it automatically has a coefficient of 1. So this x squared could not have this 1 in front of it, or we can have the 1. Either way, it's still a coefficient of 1. So let's look at some examples. We need to combine our like terms here. So we have 3x minus 7y plus 4x minus 7y. So we need to find our like terms. We have an x here, we have a 3x, and then we have a 4x. So we're going to add the numbers out in front. 3 plus 4 gives us 7, and we keep our x. Now we have a y here. So we have a negative 7y and a negative 7y. So negative 7 minus 7 gives us negative 14, and we keep the y. The next problem, we have 8 plus x squared minus 11. We need to find our like terms here. So we have a constant of an 8, a constant of a negative 11. So we're just going to add these two together. 8 minus 11 gives us a negative 3. Then we have an x squared. We do not have anything else for the x squared, anything to combine it with, so we just bring it down. So it's plus x squared. The last problem, we have 5a plus 7b minus 9a minus 2. So our like terms, we have an a, so we have a 5a, and we have another a, we have a negative 9a. So combine them, 5 minus 9 gives us negative 4. We still bring down with the a. And then we look to see, can we combine anything else? We have a 7b. We do not have anything for b's up here. So we just bring down the 7b, so plus 7b. And then we have a constant over here, negative 2. There's no other constant, so we still bring down the negative 2, so minus 2. Now we have a couple problems here that we need to translate them and then simplify. So we have 6 times the sum of x and y increased by 4 times the difference of 5x and y. Let's start with the first part. 6 times the sum of x and y. So sum of x and y would be x plus y, and it's 6 times that sum. So we took care of this part. Then it's increased by 4 times the difference. So it's going to be increased by 4 times the difference. So we're subtracting. We have 5x and y. So now we just need to simplify. We're going to distribute the 6 to the x and then the 6 to the y. So we get 6x plus 6y. Then we're going to distribute the 4 to the 5x. We get positive 20x. Distribute the 4 to the negative y, and we get negative 4y. We are not done here. We have to combine our like terms. So we have a 6x and a positive 20x. If we combine those, we get 26x, and then we have a 6y and a negative 4y. When we combine those, we get a positive 2y. Now we are finished with this problem. We only have one x and we only have one y, so we cannot combine those together. The last problem, we have 3 times the difference of 2x and 5y subtracted by 2 times the sum of 3x and 4y. Do this problem the same exact way. So 3 times the difference of 2x and 5y. So it's 3 times the difference. So we need to subtract, not add. We're going to subtract 2x and 5y. And then it's subtracted by 2 times the sum of 3x, so we're going to add it, and 4y. Now we do the same problem and we have to simplify it. So we're going to distribute 3 times 2x gives us 6x. 3 times negative 5y gives us negative 15y. Negative 2 times 3 gives us negative 6x. Negative 2 times 4 gives us negative 8y. So now we need to combine like terms. We have a 6x minus 6x. So those cancel out since it gives us 0. Negative 15y minus 8y gives us negative 23y. And then that is our final answer. So that is how you're going to use the distributive property and how to combine like terms.